Entry number 45, August 11th, 2017. After writing and recording the last entry, the recording was difficult because it seemed for a while my phone wasn't picking up sound and I had to record the whole entry at least 3 times. I think I went to the bench outside the Starbucks on 2nd and Main, and I think I got some uploading done there. I think I then went home and went to bed. The next day, yesterday, I went as planned to Karen Kepik's office. I called her on my Obama phone first, but got her machine. However, when I got in the building, after smoking and calling her, she was just about to enter the lobby, so we talked. She forgot to bring in the bag of cans and bottles, but said she wanted to have me come in next Wednesday and says we'll go out for Thai food. After Karen Kepik's office, I went to the food stamp office. I've neglected telling the gentle content beholder that my food stamps have failed to renew this month. Not really a problem since I still have over $100, but a slight concern nonetheless. They had me fill out a 2-page form, both sides of one piece of paper, and my food stamps should renew today. Then I went home and got my cans and bottles after renewing my supply of matches. Went to Whole Foods and turned in my cans and bottles. I then went to my tobacco shop and bought some smokes. Then went to the library where I allowed myself to be distracted by YouTube videos instead of doing my uploading. I then went shopping and bought a jug of milk and a huge jug of Arizona and 3 boxes of Breyer's ice cream, 2 cherry vanilla, delicious, and 1 vanilla and a box of Wheaties. I then went home. While taking out my trash, I cut my left middle finger pretty bad. It bled for several minutes. That ordeal left me exhausted, and I wasted the rest of the night until bedtime. This morning I relaxed, smoked, and played some NetHack. Also had a bowl of Wheaties, and then started this entry. Yesterday, in hopes of finishing this entry, I went to Peterson's and bought a Barks for 99 cents and verified thereby that my food stamps had been renewed. Then went to the library to get the random Wikipedia articles for this entry and do some uploading and talk to MWR. It turned out I pretty much just talked to MWR, but it was a very productive talk. We fixed why MWR wasn't receiving my text, and as it turned out, my calls either. We got my Tumblr posts to forward to FB. I am set up to post to Tumblr by phone call, and I've already used that feature a few times. Supposedly, MWR's Tumblr posts are now notifying me by email, but I've yet to see that, if it worked. I had to give MWR my passwords for Gmail and FB to get that all done, so I'll have to change my passwords ASAP or ASAC anyway. I did a little checking my email before the library closed, but I forgot to look up the random Wikipedia article and had a lot more to accomplish on the World Wide Web. So I went to the bench across the sidewalk from the Starbucks on 2nd and Main to finish what I could. I forgot to mention that the night before last, I found a full pack of Camel crutches and a lighter on top of a TriMet ticket machine. I checked with everyone waiting at the Mac stop first to see if anyone had claims on them, then took them. I found a pack of cigarettes last night too, but that comes a bit later in our story. At the Starbucks on 2nd and Main, I got the random Wikipedia article for this entry and continued looking over my email, leaving comments on MWR's blogs. There were a lot of them, and my policy now is to comment on all of them because I want his comments on my blog. While I was waiting at the bench, a security guard came along and said I couldn't smoke there. So I went across the street to smoke. When I got done with my smoke, instead of going back to the bench, I went to the nearby court building to finish my World Wide Web stuff. There was a bathroom on the way, and I had to take a pee, being the main reason. But I may have to use the courthouse instead of the Starbucks if I have too many problems on the bench. On the way there, I found a ton of cans and bottles and an almost full pack of American spirits. I came across a lot of money yesterday. I found 50 cents in the parking meter at the library. Some street urchins bought a charger from me at the bench. And on my way home, someone bought 2 smokes from me for $1. And I looked on the ground as he did so and found 50 cents. When I had left home yesterday, I had $3.30. When I got home, I had $8.30. I made $5. Pretty good. Lisa Berg commented on my comment on one of MWR's blog entries. She said I wouldn't like it if she was so brutal commenting on my blog entries. I commented back to her saying that it wasn't her place to say since she doesn't comment on my blog at all. And she specifically agreed she would. At the courthouse, I finished replying to MWR's WordPress blog and then left comments on his Tumblr blog, but I never did get to uploading. I am now running very behind on uploading and shopping and probably other things I can't think of. When I got home, I had a long text conversation with MWR about Lisa's failure to comment on my blog, even though it was after 10 o'clock p.m. Oh well, such things are excusable on a Friday night. That is also when MWR got my post forwarded to SB. I relaxed, smoked, and played some NetHack in preparation for resuming this entry. I woke up today a little after noon. I am, for the 4th time in a row, a ranger in NetHack. If I'm a ranger next time, I'll have to uninstall and reinstall NetHack, as that defies the laws of probability. For the longest time now, I've already put up with one major bug in the program, which I may tell of later and will tell on request. I am on level 4, experience level 3. My dog died in, my dog drowned in water that overflowed from a fountain. I forgot to mention that. The time is $2:37 p.m. Whoops. The time is 2:37 p.m. $8.30 is emergency due to power and feeling washed out becoming the norm. The random Wikipedia article for this entry is a town in Poland called Przedborg. And now for the poem for this entry. Waterfront Park, County, sheep lathed and grazed, is a pizza plate. Pack of smokes, to my tobacco shop. Run. So I went to the Plaid. Get shots of the parade and shoot the parade. Street which made an okay preface. Parade aftermath. Videos, but I finally fell asleep. Setting up when I got there. Videos I had the day before. Open at 10. Of those rib things. Man sleeping there. My departure. Much. After 11 o'clock a.m. Floor when I left the room. Was able to sleep there. Expecting an Obama phone anyway. Housing there. Power cord. A week or so. Isn't damaged. So I went to Trader Joe's. I renewed my store-bought supply. Parade. To fix that problem. Renew my supply of pop. This entry all that time. My doctor tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. I have exactly $3. Music to my SD card. End of poem and end of entry.